Hello and welcome to Talladega. We are on race number 2 of the second round of the chase. This is the round of 12. We only have one driver secured into the round of 8, and that is Knifely. He won yesterday at Las Vegas. And today 11 drivers will fight for one of the 7 remaining spots. We still have Kansas to go, but this is still a very critical race. We know how unpredictable Talladega can be, and this race can be what can make or break your championship hopes. I have to be right back as qualifying is going underway. You'll see the results on the left. I'll be back before qualifying finishes. You can see the first lap is in. Shank currently fastest Franklin second. We still have 1 lap to go. Qualifying we don't think is too critical here, but starting towards the front, as we say, means you'll be more likely to avoid an early accident, which we have seen a couple of times in these races. Crash would happen in like the first 3 laps. And here come the second laps. Looks like Shank staying on top, and Shank, who was eliminated in the last round, is going to win the pole at Talladega. Franklin second, Smith third, Turner fourth, Lacko fifth, Yates sixth, Miller seventh, Grigsby eighth, Kaczynski ninth, and Helmentaler 10th. It was Yates in the 5 who won this race earlier this season. Helmentaler got his first career win at this race last season.
Drivers, to your cars.
8 of our 12 chase drivers starting in the top 10. We'll see where the other one starts. Simeon starts 12th, Coatney 13th, Knifely 15th, he's already advanced, and McGuckian is the chase driver starting furthest back in 17th. Gotta make sure that all 40 cars are able to start the race. That's only fair. "57 laps. Stages will be laps 15, 30, and 57. And remember a new rule that was introduced at the Daytona night race is that these plate track races at Daytona and Talladega, the pit frequencies will always be at 1x, whereas at other tracks it's 2x. Pit frequency 1x today, so we should only see 1 pit stop, and it should make the racing less spread out. So will we see the big one, and if so, when will it be? We did have a big one last time we came to Talladega. That came around lap 15 or so. I don't remember at all. We'll see if there's going to be one and when it's going to be. Daytona, the Daytona night race earlier this season went caution free. Will Talladega be clean, or will it be reckless? How will it affect our chase drivers? How will it affect the championship? Coming for 57 laps at Talladega. Schenk on the pole with his teammate Franklin to his outside. Green flag at Talladega. Whoa, how about contact between Franklin and Schenk on the back straightaway? The 88 got into the side of the 24, and that allows Franklin to take the lead. And here comes Smith and Lacko, teammates working on the bottom. Front row teammates get into each other on the back straightaway, and Franklin, that makes Schenk go away to the outside. Franklin gonna lead the first lap. Lacko right behind him. They're 3 and 4 wide further back. That's Schenk in the 24, all falling all the way back. Starting first, he's gonna lose 25 positions here. How about Bray in the middle of 3 wide? That is for second, but Coatney and McGuckian. That 23 car started back in 7th. And he is already up to 3rd, pushing Coatney. And makes it 3 wide for the lead. That's Miller in the 11, right behind them. Points are got 1 car off the pace. That's Turner in the 98. That slowed everyone down, and we have a chase driver on the apron. The points on the top right are as of yesterday's race at Las Vegas. Issue for the 98 early in this race. And that made this whole back of the field have to slow down. Here comes Turner onto pit road. And possibly one of the favorites to win the championship has an issue already. He's bringing it to pit road. Changing tires. Meanwhile, the 23 car is now leading after starting 17th. All of our chase drivers in this lead pack, that did create 2 separate packs. Everyone had to slow down because of that 98. Let's go back and see what happened. Here he is running in the middle, running 19th, and then suddenly, bam, that car slows down. Has to get to the bottom. Whoa, forces the 24 to hit the brakes. Turner's trying to get to the inside. Gets right in front of Kendall in the 16. Amazing that didn't start an accident. Turner getting back on the track. He's going to lose a lap. So besides Turner, all 11 chase drivers are in this pack. It is the top 19. How about Bray in the 15 running third and going inside of Miller for second, but does not have any help. Coatney giving the 11 a draft, and Miller stays clear for the second spot. Here's Lacko going for third. His teammate Smith is behind him. So Turner, he's running 40th. One lap down. What he needs to hope for is a big wreck, eliminate a lot of cars, and Turner would pass all of them, assuming he's not involved in the wreck. And just try to make the best of this finish now, because we know he's probably not going to win now. Probably no chance at that. No chance at a top 10, or maybe even the top 20. Here comes Lacko inside of McGuckin, and that is for the lead. Miller in second. Helmenthaler coming up with Rigsby behind him. And now as Lacko is taking the lead, here comes Miller, here comes Helmenthaler. Making it 3 wide for the lead now. Lacko does not have any push, he's stuck on the outside. Helmenthaler with Rigsby behind him. Getting a nice push off of turn 4. And now here comes Kaczynski with Franklin behind him as Helmenthaler goes all the way to the outside in front of Miller. Kaczynski leading now, Franklin right behind him. So this pack 11 seconds behind the leaders, 11.36 to be more exact. Meanwhile, 3 by 3 wide in the front of the pack. Kaczynski is leading. Yates now pushing him. Hammock in the 12 is behind, getting a push from Knifley. And that pack behind has gained a whole second last lap by. That would be these cars right here. Pack being led by Turner, who is a lap down. Everyone up here running 3 wide. As the 4 car continues to show the way, Kaczynski and Knifley is second. Otto Manelli goes inside as Helmenthaler now inside of the 14. Talk about possible first-time winners. There's Rigsby in the 3. Hammock in the 12 is up there. You see Cox in the 47 coming on the bottom. Bray in the 15 is in this pack. Those 4 cars have never won a race. 2 of them are rookies, Bray and Hammock. As Helmenthaler, as Kaczynski falls to the outside, Helmenthaler with Rigsby behind, gets pushed to the front. And now Rigsby in the 3. His stage win comes here at Talladega. We are coming to 4 laps to go until the end of stage 1. Coatney getting a really big push from Lacko. Big move from Lacko. There goes under the 78. He has a push from Miller in the 11. Rigsby blocks the bottom line. Miller getting a big push from Smith as Lacko goes up top. Smith now coming to the bottom. Bray coming to the bottom. Bray has Flynn in the 22 pushing him. Flynn has 3 Talladega wins, which is a 3-way tie for most all time. And big trouble. Around goes Simeon. Multiple cars, most of them chase drivers, all involved in this accident. Simeon, Smith, Franklin, Kaczynski, Lacko, McGuckian in the 23. As you see the rest of the pack getting through, that's Cox in the 47. That 2 car all torn up. Hardly see any chase drivers that got through that. There's Yates in the 5, who won this race earlier this season. He's not going to win this one. Smith bringing his 6 car. Franklin in the 88 started second, and a lot of damage on that car. There's the 23, lots of damage on that car. Kaczynski was in it. You see some damage on the 13 as well. So, I mean, Turner, he's a lap down. Knifely, he's already advanced. I can see some damage on that 48 as well. But really, it's looking like Turner, Miller, not Turner, but yeah, Turner, Miller, Coatney, were they the only chase drivers not involved in this accident? The field is pitting, and we are going to end stage 1 under caution. Turner is a lap down. He can't pit this lap. Here comes Rigsby, Miller, Coatney, and this could decide who wins stage 1. Looks like no tires. Rigsby comes off first, Bray second, Flynn third, then Coatney, Otto Manelli, Miller, Matthew, Rick, Benjamin, and Combs. Looks like the 88 has just retired from this race. Here comes Miller and Kaczynski back on the track. So our drivers out of this race are Yates, Lacko, Smith, Franklin, Cox, McGuckian, and Knifely. Cox is the only non-chase driver not out of the race. Let us go back and see what happened. That caused this crash. Happened up here in entering turn number 3. There it is, Lacko and McGuckin. They get together, turn Smiths. And that created a big chain reaction for the cars in front of them. Let's get another look at this from helicopter. See the 23 car up there? That's Lacko in the 20. It looks like he goes down. Might think that Coatney in the 78 is outside of him, but he gets into the 23. That causes the 23 to go up. Clips the 6 car. The 6 goes down, clips the 88. And also is going to clip the 2 car here. And then you can see Helmentaler, Knifley, Kaczynski, Coatney nearly getting through that. There's Cox getting in it. Yates is involved. Franklin. Turner in the 98 never stopped. And by the way, we did finish stage 1 a lap ago. It was Rigsby who won the stage. That is his second stage win. Bray came second, Flynn third, Coatney fourth, Otto Manelli fifth, Miller sixth, Matthew seventh, Rick eighth, Benjamin ninth, and Schenk 10th. Only 2 chase drivers earned stage points in this first stage. That would be Coatney and Miller. And we are 1 lap to go till we restart. Turner did not stop. He's going to start in front of them. He's a lap down. We have Helmentaler in 13th. And then we have to go all the way back to see Simeon in 33rd. He is 1 lap down. Kaczynski running in 30th on the lead lap. And when we go green, there will be 30 to go. Correction, it will be 40 to go, not 30. It is Rigsby in the 3, leading. with Bray second and Flynn third. Pace car goes down pit road. We are on stage 2, which will end on lap 30. Rigsby comes back to the green flag. And green flag back in the air at Talladega. We saw Turner kind of stall a little bit there, but he gets going now. Rigsby attempted to go to the outside, but he better get back to the bottom. Bray in the 15 getting a big run on the bottom. Here comes Coatney, Otto Manelli, Miller, all working by the 22, who did not get a great start. Bray inside of Rigsby, Coatney inside of both of them, has Miller behind him. Three goes to the outside. Well, Rick forces it 4 wide as they come off turn 4. Bit of contact between the 99 and the 24 coming off of the corner. And how about Schenk had a slow start, but he's back up there. Started on the pole. Pushing Benjamin in the 1 car. Up in the 3rd spot, now battling for 2nd. Correction, that is actually for the lead. Turner, remember, he is a lap down. And here comes Schenk now, with Otto Manelli behind him. Otto Manelli drops to the bottom, makes it 3 wide. That is for the lead. Matthew and Rick, 2 drivers looking for their first career win on the bottom. So Turner not a lap down technically right now, but Otto Manelli is the leader and he is just a car length from going a lap down. But if a caution were to come out and Turner were to stay ahead of all the lead lap cars, he would get back on the lead lap. And I think that's what he tried to do by staying out under this caution. We did talk about him trying to make the best of this race, hope for an accident. He's now 32nd after running 40th at the start. Here's Rick in the 99. Goes inside of Otto Manelli. Miller goes inside, retakes the lead. Well, not retaking. It was Otto Manelli who was in the lead before. Rick took it, and now Miller takes it. Rick driving for Rouse Fenway Racing, that team looking for their first win with Season 8, when Hoffman, who drove the 16, took the car to victory lane at this race. That was 3 seasons ago. Everyone on the team currently is winless. The team will shut down at the end of the season, however. Powers will retire. Kendall will change series. He will not run full-time in the Cup Series anymore. And Rick and Ollinger both will start their own team. So a little bit spread out, not nearly as packed as it was before. No damage on that 98 car, had to go down pit road early on lap 3 to make a tire change. Miller is leading, Schenk now in second as Rick has no help on the outside. Benjamin to third, Hammock to fourth, and Matthew looking for fifth. Here comes Schenk going inside of Miller. That 98 car is definitely really fast. It was unfortunate he had to pit early. And approaching a lapped car. Whoa, Turner dodges to the outside, as does Miller and Benjamin, and everyone else is stuck behind the 92 car. Look at Rick in the 99 flying on the outside. But now he's going to be stuck on the outside with the 92. Everyone else working by him. Riding now a very slow car, and is now a 3-car breakaway right now. We'll see everyone else try to catch up to them. Benjamin and Miller, the top two, with Turner still in front. And here's everyone else trying to get back together. Got one car in pit road, Sun in the 95. So these guys now have a 3-second gap and running single file. They'll see if they can manage to pull away from the rest of the pack as they try to fight to catch back up to the top 3. Single file is the fastest way around this track. Side by side slows you down. And those 3 cars were faster than the rest of the pack that time by. We are at 5 laps to go until the end of the stage. And running 3 wide, not really going to help them catch up to the top 3. Miller showing the way. Benjamin hasn't gotten a win since the first Martinsville race last season. That actually might have been 2 seasons ago, I don't remember. So the rest of this is a battle for third. How about Bywater in the 41? Grabbing the Pop-Tarts board for Richard Petty Motorsports. That team also will close at the end of the season. Flinsum in the 27, who has lots of success at these plate tracks. But losing ground to the top 2 and Turner. They have pulled a gap now of 4.5 seconds nearly. And the rest of this is just a battle for third, as the top 2 pulling away from everyone else. It is getting pretty dicey back here, however. Young Life Racing, Costanza and Donato. We've seen Bray in the 15 be strong early in this race. Finished second in stage 1. We are at 2 laps to go until the end of the stage. Miller and Coatney were the only drivers who got stage points in stage 1. And as the points stand now, only Miller is in the top 10. Coming close to the end of stage 2, we see Coatney and Helmenthaler in this pack. We'll see if they can try to move up. Miller continues to lead the field. We are at the final lap of stage 2. Miller wins the stage. He gets 10 points plus 1 playoff point that will help him in the round of 8 if he were to advance to the round of 8. And Turner doing a great job making the best of the situation, staying out of trouble. He's leading the pack. If a caution were to come out, then Turner would get back on the lead lap and possibly have a chance to fight back to the front. About to lap cars. Whoa, Turner really got slowed by Chun in the 95. And we just finished the stage. Miller has won stage 1. Benjamin second. The rest of the pack comes across. Rick came third. Schenk fourth. Hammock fifth. Bywater sixth. Otto Manelli seventh. Rigsby eighth. Bray ninth. And Coatney did find a way in the top 10. He comes 10th in stage 2. Meanwhile, at the front, we saw a lead change as Miller got stuck behind the lap cars. And wow, that really... We see the 92 car again. Really made Miller fall all the way to the back. He now has lost the top 2, which is now Benjamin and Turner. The rest of the pack working through the lapped cars. Whoa, getting pretty squeezed. That's Reinauer again, 92. That car is super slow. That car is dangerously slow. Almost caused pile up 2 different times. As we see Miller now running by himself. That's not going to last long. One car stopping on the bottom. That's Holder. Very slow on the apron. Everyone else, whoa, moving to the outside. Whoa, jeez. Something happened that made everyone slow down, possibly having to do with the 29. Let's go back and see what just happened there. Just all of a sudden the 5 car, the 15 hits the brakes. You see the 6 almost create an accident. Wow, you saw Matthew and Kendall, that was close. And man, did that really spread everyone out. Benjamin now has a 7-second lead, pulling away with Turner in the 98. If this were to go caution-free, then that 11 car that 1 car looking very good. Miller still in second, but running by himself. Rick, Coatney, Bywater, Combs, Cooper. They're trying to get back together, and they should swallow up that 11 car pretty shortly. Have another pack of 6 cars back here. Chase driver Helmenthaler really got slowed. And this is good for Coatney, who was kind of falling in the back of that lead pack. He's now running in the front pack, obviously not counting the 1 and the 98. By the way, 29 car of Holder sitting on pit road. Issue for him. So these guys probably, because they're battling running 3 wide, unless they can get themselves single file, probably won't be able to catch these top 2. But we'll see. .22 laps to go, so it's still a long way, and not sure if we'll see pit stops again. Maybe, maybe not. But that one car just in his own world with Turner right now, pulling over 8-second lead, and that lead is still growing. Everybody going single file, but can they work together and stay that way? Doesn't look like it for Turner and Bywater. This pack was a little bit faster than Benjamin last lap. As you see, they are running single file, but Miller making a couple of passes. Maybe thinking that he should be leading, since it seems he might have the fastest car out of this pack. Ooh, got Turner on pit road, I think. Remember, he did not pit during the caution. And you know, that means that's going to leave Benjamin out and dry. Turner on pit road going to change tires. He did not pit during the caution. And now Benjamin running out there all by himself. Still has a huge lead, but no drafting help. And if he doesn't find any help soon, then that lead pack is going to swallow him up in no time. Turner coming back on the track. Changed 2 right side tires. Benjamin is coming up on a couple of cars, but they're very slow. What we know about Ridenauer, he's going 162. That's unbelievably slow. The gap now 5.5 seconds. Wow, that was very tight. Benjamin flies by that 92 car. Miller now leading the pack. Like we said, he might be trying to get to the front of this pack to lead them, and they are running single file, doing a great job working together. And there is Benjamin all by himself leading that lead now 3.6 seconds, closing about 2 seconds per lap, but they now have to deal with the 92. And you know who that might benefit? This pack behind them. There's Matthew Donato. If this pack gets slowed down enough, and they're still getting blocked by that 92 car, might cause Courtney and Cooper to lose these 3 cars who have pulled away from them now. Coatney still behind that 92 car. Here are the 5 cars we just talked about. Doesn't look like they're going to catch up to the lead pack, but possibly Coatney. That did allow Benjamin to extend his lead a little bit. Coatney now has fallen down to this pack. As we see, they catch up to Miller, who pulled away for a little bit. It is now Miller, Rick, Combs, and Bywater, and soon to be Benjamin. Cooper has fallen down to this pack as well. They are about 5 seconds behind this other pack. Meanwhile now, 1.5 seconds. Rick, Combs, Bywater, Miller catching up to Benjamin. Whoa, they're going 3 wide for third now. Tried to. Combs stays clear, now side by side for fourth. So pitting still is a question. Here they come to Benjamin in the 1. Rick and Combs go to the outside. Benjamin was able to pull away with Turner until Turner had to pit because he did not pit during the caution. So he lost his drafting friend and made him fall all the way back to this pack, which is now the lead pack and now being led by Rick in the 99. And remember, we are battling for a championship, and 6 of our 12 chase drivers, that's half of the chase drivers, are out of this race. 2 of them are a lap down and are close to and Simon close to going a second lap down. Kaczynski close to going 1 lap down. And working by the 2 car, who was involved in that earlier crash. Horkler just retired from the race. There's chase driver Turner, who had an issue on lap 3. Currently running 1 lap down. But he did complete a stop. We still question if the others will have to pit or not. So this pack, here comes Cooper down pit road. These guys are about 6 seconds behind the leaders. Cooper on pit road, does that mean that we will see pit stops here soon? It's like gas and go for the 61. Miller and Rick battling for the lead. Rick has pushed from Benjamin. And coming up on Kaczynski to put the 4-car lap down. That's Miller's teammate. And here comes Miller down pit road. Benjamin coming as well. We are seeing pit stops in the closing laps. Whoa, Miller getting slowed by his teammate there. That allowed Benjamin to pass him on pit road. We'll watch as the 11 makes his way onto pit road. Gas and go. Whoa, almost a bit of a clog up there. Benjamin quick stop. Miller a little bit slower than the 1. Rick still staying out. Combs and Bywater pitting this lap. Along with more cars. Here's Bywater in the 41. He has 2 career wins. One of them comes at Daytona. Looking for his first Talladega win. Combs has 1 career win. That came all the way back in season 4. Almost a bit of contact between those guys. There's Rigsby pitting the stage 1 winner. Shank, the pole sitter on pit road. And Rick in the 99 brings his car down pit road along with his teammate Powers, who is a lap down. Coatney pitting as well. We are at 10 laps to go. Coming to 9. Gas and go for the 99. Here's Coatney on pit road. No tires, gas only. He gets back out. Running for a championship, trying to advance to the round of 8. And there goes Bywater, going to cycle out as the leader. There's Combs, there's Benjamin. Ignore the damage bug that you see on some of the cars. And also there's Turner, he's still lapped down, but now running with the lead pack once again. And here's Benjamin passing Bywater, that's for the lead. And Rick and Miller are back here. Now racing to the end. There's Benjamin behind Turner again. And that is an uh-oh. If you're Bywater and Combs, they do not want that 1 to pull away again. Trying to hurry up and quickly get with him before it's too late. Combs stuck side by side with this 29. Coatney back up to 8th. Nice stop for him. Helmentaler, he's fallen to 20th. And Bywater trying not to let Benjamin pull away, but he is. We are at 7 to go, coming to 6 to go this time by. He's going to have to rely on slow cars. We do have Bridenauer in the 92 car there. So everyone currently running in the top 3, they all have won a race before, but not this season. All trying to break a long winless streak. Combs in his final season would love to get a win. And Bywater, no drafting help. He's fallen down to 179 miles per hour. Benjamin pulling away with Turner. And if he can keep it like that for 5 more laps, that one car will find his first win of the season at Talladega. He is a Daytona 500 winner, and he also has won Talladega before. And as we see, Miller now is caught up to Bywater and Combs. And here comes Reinauer in the 92. We know how slow that car is. We'll see how Turner and Benjamin get around him. Ooh, the 92 pitting at the perfect time for Benjamin. And now not going to have any lap traffic to deal with for a while, possibly till the end of the race. 4 laps to go. And that one car has pulled over a 3-second lead, which is now nearly 4 seconds. Miller back in second. Running single file, but not going to be able to catch up to those guys. Unless they can get something crazy to happen. Combs has fallen to 4th and now getting stuck behind a couple of lapped cars. That's Holder in the 29 running 4 laps down. So if these guys are going to have a chance to catch up to the one, they only have 3 laps to go. They have to stay single file. They were 3/100ths faster that lap. That is hardly anything. Not nearly enough to catch up. There's Reinauer coming back on the track. And in front of Turner and Benjamin. And yep, there's Bywater peeking under Powers. That's not going to work. How about Turner had to slow his race down on lap 3. He is now running 24th. Despite being a lap down most of the day. And that is because he still has a fast car. And just staying out of trouble. Drafting with other fast cars. Talked about Reinauer, that was no problem for Turner and Benjamin. Only has Sun in front of them, could be a possible worry. But other than that, that's about it. Big comfortable 3.5 second lead as Benjamin in the 1 sees the white flag. You see Reinauer slows to 17, he's already a lap down. Miller and Bywater get by. And did I say Bywater and Powers in the 17? And Turner is Benjamin's new best friend. Stuck with that one. Benjamin stuck with that 98 car. To help him pull away 2 times. And coming through the tri-oval, it's going to work, and Benjamin wins Talladega. Here comes Miller to finish second. highest running chase car, and maybe the only chase car to finish in the top 10. Bywater comes third. Matthew ends up fourth, and Otto Manelli fifth. Combs fell to sixth. Shanks seventh. Stevens eighth. Donato ninth, and Coatney does finish. Well, he finished 12th. Hammock came 10th. Rick came 11th, and Coatney 12th. A great, much-needed win for Benjamin in the one long winless streak broken. First win of the season for the team, Chip Ganassi Racing. It is his third plate track win, second Talladega win. Great finish, great win for him, and what a shakeup this will be to the chase, as we had half of our chase drivers eliminated from the race after a crash. We'll tell you where our chase drivers finished. Miller, the only one of the 12 drivers who finished in the top 10. Coatney comes 12th. Helmentaler 20th. Turner 24th, so he actually finished 4th place out of the 12 chase drivers. Kagzinski 28th. Simeon 29th, and then half of our chase drivers were out of the race. Knifley 34th, McGuckian 35th, Franklin 37th, Smith 38th, Lacko 39th, and Yates 40th. We'll see how that affects them coming into Kansas, which will be tomorrow, hopefully at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I haven't been able to run my races at the scheduled times lately. This time, hopefully tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Kansas, where we'll go from 12 to 8. Congrats to Benjamin, and we'll see you tomorrow at Kansas.